Hello everyone, thank you for joining our today's session. This is our ninth sessions of our Salesforce Integration Architecture Certification Preparation. This is a continuation of yesterday's session where yesterday we discussed about the basics of platform event, and today we will discuss about some advanced topic about the platform event, like how to get the missed events in our Salesforce platform, what are the best practices, okay, what are the security consideration and how to secure our event message in the event bus, okay, those things we will see in today's session. So let's start it. So before starting, let me introduce myself. I'm a technical architect in content business solution. I'm certified application architect. And if you want to connect me for any like a help, or if you want to collaborate me with me, you can contact me. My Twitter handle is Dhanik Sahani. I also run a blog, SalesforceCodex.com. So you can find a lot of excellent videos, and plus a blog related to lightning, related to integration, related to the architecture. Okay. So you can check out those blogs from SalesforceCodex.com. So today's sessions is about the Salesforce integration capability, which is around 28% of our integration certification exam guide. So what are those for our today's session? Let's start with the agenda for that. So today we will discuss about the platform event structure. So basically, when we publish that particular event, what is there in the message that we see and platform event structure. Then we see about the event replay and missed event. So let's your server is down, okay, or your application is down, and because your application down, probably there is a platform event already published. So when your server is up, when your application is up, how you will get those missed events. So through that we will see in that today's session. We will see like what are the best practices for the platform event publishing. We will see if you have the concept, like if you want to compare Apex REST and the platform event, so what are the consideration for that? Okay, what are the platform event limits? So for particular scenario, what is the limit for particular platform event? We will that see that also. And then at last we will see how to secure our platform event message. So when you're publishing any event, a message is being transferred in eventverse. Okay, so how to secure your platform event message when it's transforming from publishers to the subscriber, that we will see in our today's session. And at last, we probably in parallel we're going to give a demo as well. So platform event structure. So platform event structure basically tells you when you are publishing your platform events. So the message is being transferred. So what are there in that message we will see in this platform event structure concept. So if you see, this is the structure of particular event. So in the first you are getting schema. Schema is nothing like whatever XML, basically whatever definition of your platform event is, what how many like custom fields you have. For that we that XML file is getting generated in Salesforce. So what is the ID for that XML definition file, that is showing schema. Then we have payload. Payload basically what are the messages being transferred. Those all those details are there. So typically you can say whatever custom field you have created in a platform event, that will come in here, and those are basically being set in from the publisher, and then it's being transferred to the not a subscriber. And then we have a replay ID, which is very important. So replay ID is nothing when it's basically is being generated only when it's the message, whatever message is being delivered to the subscriber. So if when subscriber is getting notification, then it's get the replay ID. So this replay and indicate that the position of that event message in the event stream. So I told you there's an event bus. So whenever we publish it, that event is message is being queued in our event bus. So what is the position of that event message in that queue? That's tells about that. So if that basically the second time when you generate your or generate or basically publish your platform event, the that event is always greater than the previous replay ID. So but you cannot predict, okay, what will be the next replay ID, but it will always be greater than the previous replay ID. Okay. And at last we have a channel basically tells you which is the platform event for we, for that particular message, whatever the message we are reading, if what is the platform event for that particular message. Okay, so all those detail is there. So let me show that in a demo. So yesterday we have shown that this is basically our ASP.NET site where we are showing all the product in our first index page. So when you select this, you are going specific product detail, and basically when you buy that, that is basically notified to the subscriber. For subscriber, we have right now our lightning page, but before getting that, let me subscribe this. So now this is subscribed, that particular ASP.NET platform event. So now I hit it. Now product will be processed or order is created. See this, okay. This file, this message is created. This message is recorded. Let me format it. So now you can see all those information is there, which we have shown in a PPT. Schema, payload, which is all information related to that. That event, we are getting this event ID, and all the channel name, which is the platform event name. Okay, so we are getting all those information in every message. Every message will get this information, and this replay ID is always greater than the previous replay ID. Basically, the replay ID which is generated like a 4543577, it will never below this number. It will always above this number for the next message. So let us go again with the PPTs. Sorry. The next is event replay and missed event. How we'll get the missed event? So replay ID, whatever the replay ID we have generated, we got the notification, we subscribed it. So whatever notification we get, we should save that replay ID, whatever the last we have get in any of the location, maybe the custom setting or any of the custom metadata, wherever you want to save that. And this replay ID will help you in retrieving new or all those missed events. A subscriber can choose which events to receive, such as all events within the retention window or starting after the particular window. Basically, now I have started my Lightning application. After this, whatever event will be generated, I want to see only those, or I want to see all those events which is already generated or published by the ASP.NET application. I want all those events also. Okay, so which mode you want to go? You have to just give this detail to the subscriber. The default is to receive only the new events. So by default, it's only get the notification for all new events. When your application is up, after that you will start getting the notification. But application up means when you subscribe that event. After that only it will get the notification. Event outside the retention period are discarded. So this retention period is 24 hours. So because why we are 24 hours, basically, I told every event is queued in a message queue. Okay, so that message queue retention time is 24 hours for standard platform event. So if we have a high density or a very important platform event, then for those, we have a 72 hours of retention period. So retention period, basically the period in which that last 24 hours events data, events message, we can get using that the subscription. Okay, I will show how to get that. So the code. So by default, if you see, we are passing -1. Okay, so whenever new event will be available for that particular channel, particular platform, only those will be available using that. But I want, okay, I want all those which is already generated or which is I've missed. So let me do one thing. In platform event, I am unsubscribing it. Okay, so when you unsubscribe, you will not get any notification. And after that, let me check out some of the product. Not this. Let me do for daily inspiration. Then by product. Now you are missing this event because you are unsubscribed with that. Sorry, let me add one other product. And now you missed two events. So how to get those unsubscribed events? So that is basically in Lightning code. What you have to put? You have to put as a -2. -2 indicate whatever old event which is published when I have subscribed it. Before that, it will get all those details. Okay. So let's get old events. Right now you are not getting, but as soon as I start or I will get a new product published, a new platform event published, then you will get all those notifications. You can see this. All those notifications related to this platform event is retrieved and now is showing. So that's why I told you that whatever replay ID we have lost, we have got, and we have done the action. We should store that replay ID in some location, okay, some storage location. So whatever event we have generated, now you got a lot of detail. So you can filter it out, okay, till this replay ID, I have already done the action. After that, I have to do some processings, after do some action on those replay ID. So you have to get those information from that replay ID. So that's why I so told you should save that whatever action you have performed on the particular replay ID, save that in the location, and after that you can all get all action to be performed when you get the missed event. So by this way, you can get all missed events. Okay. Next, we have considerations for defining platform events. So when you define a platform events, what are the best practices basically, or what are the considerations for that? So first is field level security. All platform event fields are read only by default. Okay, you cannot actually update any platform event. Can't restrict access to the particulars. So basically, whatever restriction you cannot do because it's read only field. Field level security permission don't apply. So whatever security permission you want to try, like in normally we do in a custom object, you cannot go and you can do that. Deletion of event definition. So when we delete any event definition or any platform event, is permanently removed and you cannot restore that platform event definition. Okay. So before deleting that event definition, we have to delete the associate trigger as well. Whatever trigger is associated with that platform event, that we have to delete it. So how you will get out what is the associate trigger? So when you go in that for platform event definition, you will get that detail. So let me go in this one, platform event. Product event, and you can see these are the triggers. This trigger is already associated with this platform event. So before deleting, you should remove this trigger. Next, enforcement of field attributes. Platform event records are validated before publishing. So, like if any field which you have created in a particular platform definition, if it is required that field is required And if you are not passing that field in while publishing that platform event, that message will not be published, and it will not basically get the notification to the subscriber. So let me show this how it's possible. So in platform event definition, let me put one of the field as a required. Also, it's already required. So let me go in ASP.NET file, and I am removing this customer ID field, starting the server. And before, let me go in a let me component and remove all the logs. Subscribe. Now let me start, and I check out the product. I'm already subscribed. Okay. My product. So I already done, but you are not getting any notification because that field was required and I am not passing that field. So now let me pass that value and see that now it's going or not. Okay, so I'm again going to that product and I'm buying it. So let me show that this is still not showing. So now you get a event notification. Basically, it was saying that you have to refresh that event, or you have to subscribe once again that event. So now you are getting that notification for that event. But when I have not passed the customer ID, that event was not getting published, and it was not getting a notification to the subscriber. So all those enforcement for that platform event, okay, fields will be actually validated. Next, we have NoSQL support. We cannot query event message using SQL. Okay, this is you can say limitation. We can query any platform event like normally we do the custom object. We can do SQL. We cannot do like this. No associate tab, because platform event don't have any associate tab, because we cannot view event records. That already, there's a limitation that we cannot view any record in a platform event. Okay, so there's no associate tab as well. Next is when considering for the publishing, subscribing with Apex or APIs. So only after insert trigger is supported. Okay, we are not in this platform event cannot go with a before insert trigger, because that platform event, okay, that platform event we cannot go with the update statement, or we cannot update platform event. We can only insert. Okay, so if we go with the before insert statement, normally in before insert we can update record data, but because in the platform event we cannot update. That's why it's not supporting in before insert trigger. It's always only supporting in after insert trigger. Next is Apex DML limits for the publishing events. So each event-based publish method call basically is considered as a DML statement. So when you are publishing your platform event using Apex or Apex trigger, that is considered as a DML statement, insert statement, okay? And whatever insert statement and whatever the governance limit for the any customer object is applied, same it is applied to the platform event publish method as well. Platform event triggers honor ID. So by default, platform event is running in as a automated process entity. Okay, it's running as a system process. Okay, so if you are creating any record, if you are creating any record in platform event trigger, so that record's honor ID will always will be a automated process user. So instead of that, what you should assign that honor ID of that record to the based on your business use case. Probably like you want to assign to the queue, you want to assign to the respective user. Okay, so you have to change the honor ID when you are dealing with the platform event triggers. Okay, no email support. You cannot send an email using messaging dot single email message. Okay, in using the platform event. Replaying past. We can replay platform event that was sent in past 24 hours. Before, like if your server is down for like 25 hours, okay? So you can only get the order which is published in last 24 hours. Whatever the that event which is published in 25th hour before, you cannot get 1 hour missed event. Okay, so you can only get the missed event only for the 24 hours. Next is Apex REST versus platform event. So if you got an requirement, okay, that this is our business use case, now which one you should go? You should go with the Apex REST API or you should go with the platform event API. Okay, so which we should go? So only a very simple logic is there for the just for getting which should go, which API should go. Platform event is suitable where is your use case say that I have to go and publish and subscriber model is required. So in that case only you should go with the platform event. If you are simply you are getting a use case like I want to validate my customer when using an API call because there is no subscription or publisher is required. I should not go with the platform event in this case. I will go with a normal REST API integration. It's a very simple formula. If there is a use case to publisher subscriber model, then I will go the platform event. For other cases, I will go with a normal REST-based API integration. Now let me go with the platform event facts. Order of event processing. So a trigger process platform event notification sequential in the order they are received. So you are getting a lot of order being processed. So whatever order is being processed, okay, the order of that message is sequential. So I have order at 10.2 seconds. You have order at 10.3 seconds. So the order which is generated 10.2 will have he will get that order will get the priority actually. Okay, the order replay ID of that order will be lower than the second one that which is generated in 10.3 second basically. The order of event is based on the event replay ID. So I told you, so replay ID. So whenever a replay ID is generated, okay, so based on that, the next call will always have the extra or plus one, plus two. Maybe we don't know what is the new replay ID will be there, but it will be the more than the previous replay ID. An Apex trigger can receive a batch of event at once. So Apex trigger can get all the batch processing which similar to our Salesforce custom object or our standard objects. They can get all the batch processing. Like I told you, just if multiple order is being processed in the same time, of course that will come as a batch. So that platform event trigger can handle those as a batch also. Asynchronous trigger execution. Platform event trigger runs in its own process. Okay. It is not part of the transaction that publish the event. So you have initiated the order. The order is generated or initiated or published was like your platform order is processed. Now, when order is processed, the platform event will be published. So that published that event transaction and the order transaction is different. Okay, so both are in different transaction. Platform event has their basically platform event always run in a separate transaction. That's why we say that it's run as a own process as synchronously, and you should change the honor of your record. That's why we say that this concept might be there will be delay between event is published and when a trigger is processed. Okay, so when you publish that particular platform event, and based on the platform event is a trigger is written, so probably there will be a smaller or very small difference of time when trigger will be executed. Okay, because they are run in separate transactions, they don't run in a same transaction. That's why there is a delay. Automated process system user. So platform event run as a automated process system user. So we have to set honor ID based on our requirement, might be a queue or any user. Apex governor limit, like a simple or standard custom object trigger, platform event trigger are also subjected to Apex governor limit. I will tell you how much, what is the governor limit for the platform event in probably next slide. Apex trigger limitation. Platform event triggers share many of the same limitation of custom and standard object trigger. For example, we can make a Apex callout synchronously from trigger. Okay, so we can't make that Apex callout basically. We should not do that. Okay. Trigger batch size. The maximum batch size in a platform event trigger is 2000 event message, which is a larger than Salesforce object trigger batch, which is 200. So in a one batch, you can actually execute 200 event message, 2000 event messages. Okay, so that's why sometimes we say, okay, platform event can be used as a overcoming a governor limit also. So like if you have 200 record, plus we can utilize the platform event 2000 records. So almost in one transaction, we can get 10 times more than normal or usual custom object trigger concept. Platform event allocation, or you can say platform event governor limit. So a maximum number of platform event definition can be of 100 in a normal performance and unlimited edition. Enterprise edition has only 50. A developer edition can only create 5 platform event definition. You cannot go more than 5. Maximum number of concurrent commit ID clients. So basically, the commit ID clients basically is kind of a JavaScript library. So that using that JavaScript library, we are subscribing our platform event. Like if you want to subscribe using ASP.NET, you want to subscribe using a Lightning community, where we used to go with the commit D library. Okay, so that maximum number of that client could be a 2000 in a performance unlimited edition. For enterprise edition is 1000, and for developer edition we have only 20 limit. Maximum number of process that can subscribe to a platform event. So basically the process basically like a process builder, like a flow, event trigger. So those process can be a maximum of 4000 for particular one platform event. So you can say for one platform event, we can have 4000 subscriber, which is also good. Okay, in enterprise edition we have 4000, and developer edition also have the same limit for the platform event subscriber. Maximum number of active process that can be subscribed to a platform event is 2000. Okay, and it is applicable for enterprise edition and developer edition as well. Now the next topic is, because when any third-party application can publish a event. Now question how whatever the information which we are sharing, we are transmitting through that event, platform event, that should be secure. Okay, that should be secure. So how to secure that platform event message? So in our Salesforce, there is a concept of platforms seal encryption. Okay, it's using that technology, using that feature itself, we can secure our event message. So encrypting platform event, we can enable encryption of platform event message using the same platform seal encryption technology. Encrypted event messages are stored in the event bus for up to 3 days, and this is for the higher, the more very important platform event. For normal event, we have again 1 day, 24 hour for those encrypted messages in the event bus. Encryption applies to all customized standard platform events. So standard platform events, like whenever they, by default, Apex also publish event, like when you are doing batch Apex, okay, and when batch Apex is run, it's throw error. Those error are actually platform standard platform event message. So for this platform encryption platform event will be applicable for all custom and standard platform events. Whenever like decrypting platforms now, because the message now encrypted, so how to decrypt that particular message? So before delivering a platform event message to a subscribe client, so when we are publishing a message, at that time message will be encrypted, and that encrypted message will go through our event verse mechanism. So when it reaches to the subscriber, that at the before reaching to the subscribed by the client, that message will be decrypted from the event payload. Okay, and how will decrypt that? So when we are encrypting, at that time we will get a key. That key is used to again decrypt that particular event message. I will show how to get encryption done. I will show in a demo also. The platform event message is sent over a secure channel using HTTPS and TLS for the transmission, which ensure that the data is protected and encrypted while in transit. So while the data is being transmitted in event base, that time that event message is being secured using HTTPS and TLS. If key is destroyed, so I was saying that when we are encrypting platform event, at that time key is generated for our org. If that key is destroyed, then whatever stored event message, whatever the event published, okay, we cannot retrieve those decrypted, or we cannot retrieve those messages actually. We need a key to decrypt our message. So once you lost that key, or you destroy that key, probably you will not able to get all the event messages. How to enable platform encryption for event? So by default in a Salesforce, if you want to enable the platform platform sealed encryption, you need access for the manage encryption key. By default in profile, you will not get this setting enabled. So what you can do, you can create a permission set, and you can assign that permission set to the respective user. Normally, this is only applicable to the system admin, or you can a super user basically. For other users, we should not give this kind of permission. Once that permission is granted, okay, this will, when you go in platform encryption, key management. So before encrypting your platform event, you have to create a key. So for generating a key, you should go with the platform encryption setup, and there is a key management menu. From there, you can create a key. Okay, and after the key is generated, you can enable a setting in encryption policy. So let me show that all these So saying that, okay, we should get platform event manage encryption. So what we're saying, permission set. In permission set, you will go with the system permissions, and there you will find manage encryption key. So by default, this setting should be enabled for that particular user. Okay, so I have enabled it. Okay, and I have assigned this permission to my user. Manage assignment. and have assigned this permission set to the my user. So I am now able to get platform encryption key management. In key management, what you have to go, you have to choose tenant secret type that will be event bus. So basically, you are securing, you are creating a key for event bus. Event bus is a transmitting device, or you can say transmitting system, which basically transmit your data from publisher to the subscriber. So we are securing that event bus. So now this is already generated, so you can export that particular key. Okay. After that, when the key is generated, what you have to go, you have to go in encryption policy in the same platform encryption, okay, feature. And then you have to enable this encrypt change data capture events and platform event. That setting you have to enable. After that, you have to nothing you have to do for the platform event. For other custom object, normally we'll go in encrypt fields, and then we select what are the fields we want to secure. But for the platform event, only this setting is required. After that, all the messages which is being passed to the event bus will be encrypted by default. Okay. So today, season, these are the topics was there. So if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, or if you want, I want to you any demo for anything, I can show that also. Okay, I have one question. Looks like no question is there.
Hi, Danik, I have a question.
Sure.
So, in fire and forget mechanism, is it a good practice to use platform event or a custom object implement? It's like the third party, we fire a request from Salesforce and we forget it, and the third party processes the request and then takes its own time to respond to us. So we have an implementation where we have implemented a platform event, but I'm not sure if that's a best practice. Just wanted to know your thoughts.
A platform event, if I told you, so only simple rule for the platform event to be implemented is if there's a publisher subscriber model. So when you are publishing, there are subscriber for that. So if there is a concept, of course, that is always a good practice. For normal cases, of course, in normal cases also you can publish and subscribe. Basically, you will publish it and somebody will subscribe, or you say that okay. Normally, like you are generating your API, you are creating your custom API, and then API URL you are giving to your external system, and they hit that URL. Okay, and when they hit URL, that all the data which they have shared that comes to your system. Okay, so similar to that also, what they will we will give them a definition URL, whatever the channel platform event channel name. Based on that, they will call our system. Similar to the REST API, they will provide our inputs. Okay, whatever input required, they will provide that input to our platform event, and then we will get the same kind of concept here also. So ideally, both are okay. But as a best practice, we say if you have multiple subscriber, then only you should go with a platform event. For other cases, you can simply go with a REST API. So if you already done that, there's no one say that it's not a good practice. Of course, because normally in the architects, what they think, okay, there could be a problem that okay, today or tomorrow we might have another subscriber for the same event. So in that case, instead of going with the REST API, let's go with the platform event. Because like normally when we create a platform or when we create a product, so product has multiple clients. So for clients, multiple clients, they can have multiple sub client also. Okay, so there could be a multiple subscriber in future also. So they think about that. Okay, okay, let's go with the thinking and the perspective of the future. Probably there could be a multiple subscriber. So let's go with the platform event. I already told you that okay, normally in batch processing we can only have 200 record, but here we can go 2000 record. So keeping on those thing in mind and keeping on a governance limit, they normally are going with that practice. Otherwise, there is no problem. We can go with the REST-based API integration as well.
Thank you
Hope I
so much.
answered you. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So it depend. Everything is depend on how the architect is thinking for the future and for the current system.
So Dhanik, my question is, we can replace a future call to this platform event, right?
Future call using a platform event, I don't think we should do or we can do that because, of course, because you can say that platform event is almost real or near real time, and
Yeah.
same is for the synchronous process. So, okay,
Mhm.
this you can say it's a synchronous process, kind of that. It's not a synchronous process. Okay, immediately you are publishing at that time, subscriber is getting a notification. Okay, or the platform event trigger is getting generated. So that's why one of the slide I told you that from the platform event trigger, we should not go with the callouts,
Mhm.
external call out. Why? Because it's the synchronous, and in synchronous process, we should avoid any third party calls, any third party system call.
So platform event is a synchronous process, right?
Almost right, because that system say that is a real time, near or real time, basically.
Yeah,
Same is for the
that is one contradictory question I got from one of my colleague. Like it
um,
is an asynchronous process, not a synchronous process, because it runs in a separate thread and it do their job without affecting the synchronous
it
process.
runs in a different thread, but of course I know that the future also runs in a different thread. Okay, but again, uh, because it runs immediately. Okay, it's not that in future you don't know when that will run. The future is the
Hmm.
consideration.
Yeah.
Whenever we run execute the future classes, we are not sure that when it's going to run. Okay, it might will take a second, it might take a minute also, but in a place where even almost you will get a same time.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. And what is the in the event was dot publish method? If we want to publish the records to be inserted, then what is the limitation? Like what is the how many records we can publish at a time, or is there any limitation for that?
So that depends on our this governor level. Maximum number of platform event definition we have 100. A maximum number of process that can be subscribed is 4,000.
Okay.
So that is too much actually for one platform event.
Okay.
Uh,
Got
I would like to add one thing
yeah.
to what Rahul has asked. Doing callouts with platform event is not suggested because platform event runs as automated process, and the automated process sometimes will not have access to things like some of the fields or some of the objects, and even things like session ID. So if you need session ID in the future, since your callout is going to run as an automated process, it will not have access to session ID as well. That's my thoughts.
But
Okay.
automated process is a system user, right? It's a kind of super user kind of. So it has all the access to all the objects and records, everything.
Not everything, I feel. You will not have access to things like session ID. Some of the object permissions might be missing. It's like a fake user.
Okay.
And also, I think Danik, this particular the governor the limits, right? So 100, 4,000. I feel that it is not a fixed. I mean, if tomorrow Siva or Rahul just wants or the project needs some more, basically they can contact to the Salesforce, and Salesforce can increase this particular limit as well.
Of course. And of course, you know that there's is a million, a particular seconds, this is limit is there. So if probably after 1 second, that limit will not apply. Okay. So it's a concurrent number of process. Okay. At the same time, how many processes being executed, how many event messages is being executed. So probably after 1 minute, that again is changed. Okay. So if we have not another question, we can wrap up. Okay, yeah, we don't have question. So thank you guys for joining. Okay.
Thanks much, Dhanik.
Uh,
I mean, it was a wonderful session.
Thank you, Danik, for the session. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic
Thank you.
session, Dhanik. Yep, it was a
Thanks.
very helpful and fantastic session. Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.
So Danik, can I get? So I think Danish is left, right?
Yeah, you can just call upon Rahul. What is your query?
All right. Actually, I was trying to refer his blog. So is it fine? Can I get all these queries over there? Means regarding platform?
Yeah. I think you are into our Telegram group, right?
Yes,
Rahul?
yes.
So in the same Telegram group, you post that question.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Anything just you need, you just one ping away in the same Telegram group.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.